The slap echoed across the marble reception area. Jennifer stood frozen, her worn-out dress clinging to her thin frame, her cheeks thinning from where the security guard had just struck her. I said leave. Poor beggars like you can't just walk into Davidson Towers demanding to see Mr. Davidson, the guard shouted. Around them, employees in expensive suits stopped to watch, whispering. Jennifer's eyes filled with tears, but she didn't move. Her mother was dying. Stage 4 cancer. The hospital had given them 2 weeks unless they could pay for the surgery, 5 million naira they didn't have. This job was her last hope. Please, she whispered. I just need 5 minutes. Security. A woman's voice called from the elevator. A stunning lady in a designer suit approached, Mr. Davidson's wife, Victoria. What's this commotion? The guard straightened. This beggar tried to force her way to see Mr. Davidson. Ma'am, I was handling it. Victoria looked Jennifer up and down with disgust. How dare you come here? You think you can seduce my husband with your poverty story? I know your type. What would you do if you were judged by your appearance? Hit like if you believe everyone deserves a chance, and comment where you're watching from. Jennifer's voice shook. I just need a job. My mother is dying. Lies. Victoria spat. I've seen dozens like you. Poor girls trying to trap wealthy men. Get her out. As guards grabbed Jennifer's arms, the elevator opened again. A tall man in an expensive suit stepped out, Marcus Davidson himself, the billionaire CEO. His eyes met Jennifer's. For a moment, time stopped. Then Victoria rushed to him. Darling, this girl was harassing our staff. She's been removed. Marcus's gaze stayed on Jennifer. Wait, let her speak. Victoria's face went pale. Marcus, you can't be serious. She's clearly a scammer. I said let her speak. His voice was firm but not harsh. The guards released Jennifer. She stumbled forward, barely able to stand. Sir, my name is Jennifer Okofor. I'm 24. I have a degree in business administration from the University of Lagos. I've applied to your company 17 times over 6 months. I never got a response. Marcus studied her. Why do you want to work here specifically? Because your company pays well and treats employees fairly. My mother has cancer, stage 4. She needs surgery that costs 5 million naira. We have 2 weeks. I'm not asking for charity, sir. Just a chance to work and earn it. Victoria laughed cruelly. How convenient. A sob story right when you finally get caught sneaking in. I didn't sneak. I walked through the front door. Marcus held up his hand. Jennifer, my HR department processes thousands of applications. Why should I hire you over someone with connections or experience? Because I work harder than anyone. Because I have everything to lose. Because. Her voice cracked. Because my mother is all I have. Please, sir, just a chance. Marcus was quiet for a long moment. Then, report to HR tomorrow at 8 a.m. 1 month probation. If you perform well, you stay. If not, you're done. Jennifer couldn't believe it. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. This company doesn't give handouts. You'll earn every kobo. As Jennifer left, Marcus turned to Victoria. We were all poor once, remember that. Victoria's smile was icy. Of course, darling, how compassionate of you. But her eyes promised revenge. Jennifer arrived at 7:30 a.m. the next day, wearing her only professional outfit, a faded blazer and skirt borrowed from a friend. The HR manager, Mrs. Adebayo, looked her up and down with barely concealed disgust. So you're the charity case Mr. Davidson hired. I'm here to work, ma'am. You'll be assigned to the filing department. Minimum wage. You'll organize 10 years of company records that need digitization. It's tedious work, most people quit within days. I won't quit. Mrs. Adebayo smirked. We'll see. The filing room was a dusty basement with boxes stacked to the ceiling. No windows, no air conditioning, just fluorescent lights and endless papers. Jennifer's supervisor, a bitter older woman named Gozi, made things worse. You think you're special because Mr. Davidson took pity on you. You're nobody here. Work faster. By lunch, Jennifer's hands were covered in paper cuts. By evening, her back ached from bending over boxes. But she didn't complain. She couldn't afford to. On her way out, she nearly collided with someone in the hallway. Marcus Davidson. Sorry, sir. She jumped back. How was your first day? His eyes were kind, hard. But I'm grateful. The filing room isn't exactly prestigious. It's honest work. That's all that matters. Something flickered in his expression. Respect, maybe. Keep that attitude. You'll go far. After he left, Jennifer felt hope for the first time in months. She didn't see Victoria watching from the shadows, her face twisted with jealousy and rage. That evening, Victoria made a phone call. I need information on Jennifer Okafor. Everything. I want to know every secret, every weakness. Find something I can use to destroy her. 2 weeks into the job, Jennifer had organized more fires than anyone expected. She worked through lunch, stayed late, and never complained. Her co-workers began to respect her. Even Ngozi softened slightly. "You're tougher than you look," Ngozi admitted one afternoon. "My mother didn't raise a quitter." "Is she really sick?" Jennifer's eyes filled with tears. "Yes. I visit her every evening at the hospital. The surgery is scheduled for next month, but I'm still short 3 million naira. That's a lot of money, I know, but I'll figure it out." That evening, as Jennifer was leaving, Marcus called her to his office. "Sir, did I do something wrong?" "The opposite. Mrs. Adebayo says you've completed work that usually takes 3 people 2 months. You did it in 2 weeks. I just wanted to prove I deserve to be here. You've proven it. I'm moving you to the marketing department. Better pay, better hours. You start Monday." Jennifer couldn't hold back tears. "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Stop thanking me. You earned it." As she left, Victoria appeared in his office doorway. "You're promoting her, after 2 weeks. She's exceptional. Why does this bother you?" "It doesn't." But her clenched fist said otherwise. Victoria waited until Jennifer left the building, then made another call. "Did you find anything?" "Not much. She's clean. No deaths, no scandals. Just a sick mother." "Then create a scandal. I don't care how. Just ruin her." The next morning, Jennifer arrived to find her desk vandalized, files destroyed, computer smashed, and a note, "Go back where you came from, beggar." Jennifer stood staring at the destruction, fighting tears. Around her, coworkers whispered and pointed. This was sabotage. What happened here? Marcus's voice cut through the chaos. He'd come down from the executive floor after security alerted him. "I don't know, sir. I arrived and found everything like this." Victoria appeared beside him, her face showing fake concern. "Oh no. Who would do this?" "Jennifer, do you have enemies?" The implication was clear. This was Jennifer's fault somehow. Marcus wasn't fooled. Pull security footage. Now, 20 minutes later, they watched the recording. A figure in a hoodie had entered after hours, destroyed Jennifer's workspace, and left. The face wasn't visible. "This is a crime," Marcus said. "We are filing a police report." Victoria's smile was cold. "Maybe Jennifer should work from home until this is resolved, for her safety." "No," Jennifer said firmly. "I won't be intimidated. I've worked too hard to run now." Marcus looked impressed. "Admirable. But I'm assigning you a new workspace, closer to my office where security is tighter." Victoria's mask slipped for just a second, pure rage flashed across her face. After the meeting, Jennifer went to the bathroom and broke down. This job was supposed to save her mother. Instead, someone wanted to destroy her. Her phone rang. "The hospital. Miss Okafor, your mother's condition has worsened. We need to move up the surgery. We need payment immediately." Jennifer's world collapsed. She had 1 million saved. She needed 4 million more. There was only one option left, one she'd been avoiding. She'd have to ask Marcus for a loan. This story is just beginning. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Do you think Jennifer should ask for the loan? What would you do? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Jennifer knocked on Marcus's office door the next morning, her hands trembling. "Come in." He looked up from his laptop. "Jennifer, how can I help?" "Sir, I need to ask something difficult. My mother's surgery was moved up. I'm short 4 million naira. Could I get an advance on my salary? I'll work double shifts, weekends, whatever it takes." Marcus leaned back, studying her. "That's a significant amount." "I know. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. And if I say no," Jennifer's voice broke, "then my mother dies." The silence stretched between them. Finally, Marcus opened his desk drawer and pulled out a checkbook. "I'll give you the money, but not as a loan, sir. Consider it a grant. Your work has been exceptional. You've earned it. I can't accept charity. It's not charity. It's recognition of talent. Take it. Save your mother." Jennifer took the check with shaking hands, tears streaming down her face. "I don't know how to thank you. Be the employee I know you can be. That's thanks enough. She left his office walking on air. For the first time in months, hope felt real. She didn't notice Victoria standing in the hallway, her phone recording everything. Perfect, Victoria whispered to herself. Now everyone will think she's sleeping with him for money. That evening, Victoria sent the video to every employee's email with a subject line, "See how some people get ahead in this company." By morning, Jennifer's reputation would be destroyed. The next morning, Jennifer arrived to hostel stairs and whispered insults. "Money for favors," someone muttered as she passed. Slipping her way to the top, another voice said. Jennifer's stomach dropped. What was happening? Her co-worker Sandra approached, phone in hand. "You need to see this." The video showed Jennifer leaving Marcus's office holding a check, edited to look suspicious. The accompanying message painted her as a woman using her situation to manipulate the CEO. "This is a lie," Jennifer said. "My mother is dying." Mr. Davidson was helping, sure he was, Sandra said coldly. "We all know how these things work." Jennifer went straight to Marcus's office. He was already watching the video, his face dark with anger. "I'm sorry, sir. I never meant to cause problems. This isn't your fault. Someone is sabotaging you, and I know exactly who." He picked up his phone. "Victoria, come to my office. Now." His wife arrived minutes later, her face innocent. "Yes, darling. Did you send that video?" "What video?" But her eyes betrayed her. Marcus stood. "I've tolerated your jealousy for years. But attacking my employees crosses a line. Jennifer has done nothing wrong. She's manipulating you. Can't you see? The only manipulation I see is yours. This ends now, Victoria." After Victoria left, Marcus turned to Jennifer. "I'm sending a company-wide email clarifying the situation. Your reputation will be restored." "Thank you, sir." But as Jennifer left, she wondered if the damage was already done. That evening, she visited her mother in the hospital with the money for surgery. Her mother, weak but alert, took her hand. "Where did you get this money?" Jennifer couldn't lie. "My boss gave it to me, a grant for good work." Her mother's eyes filled with worry. "Be careful, my daughter. Rich men rarely give without expecting something in return." Jennifer's mother's surgery was scheduled for the following week. Meanwhile, the company email Marcus sent didn't help much. People still whispered. Victoria's poison had spread too deep. One afternoon, Marcus called Jennifer to his office again. "I have a proposal. My company is bidding for a major contract with an international firm. I need someone to manage the presentation. I'm assigning it to you." "Me? Sir, I've only been here a month, and you've already proven yourself more capable than people who've been here years. This is your chance to show everyone you earned your place. What if I fail?" "Then you fail. But I don't think you will." Jennifer worked 18-hour days on the presentation. She researched, analyzed data, and created a proposal that even the senior staff found impressive. The day of the presentation arrived. Jennifer stood before 20 executives in a glass conference room overlooking Lagos. Her hands shook as she began. But as she spoke about market analysis, growth projections, and strategic implementation, her confidence grew. She wasn't just good, she was brilliant. The clients were impressed. By the end, they'd agreed to a 50 million naira contract. Marcus shook her hand in front of everyone. "Excellent work, Jennifer." The senior staff who'd mocked her now looked at her with grudging respect. But Victoria watched from the back of the room, her hatred growing with each applause. That evening, Victoria went to Marcus's office. "We need to talk about that girl. Her name is Jennifer. And there's nothing to talk about. I want her gone, Marcus. I'm your wife. I have a right, you have no right to sabotage my employees. I'm warning you, Victoria. Leave Jennifer alone." Victoria smiled coldly. "Or what? You'll divorce me. We both know you won't risk the scandal." She left, and Marcus realized his wife was right. His family, his reputation, everything was tied to their marriage. He was trapped. Jennifer's mother's surgery was successful. The doctors said with proper care and treatment, she'd recover fully. Jennifer visited every evening, watching her mother grow stronger. "You look tired, my daughter," her mother said one night. "I'm fine, Mama. Just working hard. Too hard. You need rest." "I can rest when you're completely well." But exhaustion was catching up. Jennifer had been working non-stop for weeks. One afternoon, she fell asleep at her desk. Marcus found her there and draped his suit jacket over her shoulders instead of waking her. She woke hours later to find the office dark and empty except for the jacket. She found Marcus still in his office working. "Sir, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. You're exhausted. Go home. That's an order. But the quarterly reports will wait. Jennifer, you're no good to anyone if you collapse." As she left, Marcus realized something that terrified him. He cared about her, not as an employee, as something more. This was dangerous. He was married. She was vulnerable. Nothing could happen. But when Jennifer smiled at him the next morning, bringing him coffee as thanks for the jacket, Marcus knew he was in serious trouble. Meanwhile, Victoria had hired a private investigator. "I need proof of an affair between my husband and Jennifer Okafor." "Ma'am, if there's no affair, then create evidence that looks like one. Photos, videos, anything. I want her destroyed and I want grounds for divorce that leave me with everything." The investigator hesitated, then took the money. Within days, doctored photos began circulating online, Marcus and Jennifer in compromising positions that never happened. The images were fake but looked convincing. By morning, the story had gone viral. Billionaire CEO in affair with poor employee. The photos hit social media like a bomb. By morning, reporters surrounded Davidson Towers. Jennifer arrived to find cameras in her face. "Miss Okafor, are you having an affair with Marcus Davidson? Did you seduce him for money? How long has this been going on?" Security pushed through the crowd, getting Jennifer inside. She was shaking, crying, unable to process what was happening. Marcus was in an emergency board meeting. The scandal threatened everything: his company, his reputation, his marriage. "We need to issue a statement," one board member said. "Deny everything," another added. "But how do we explain the photos?" someone asked. Marcus looked at the images. They were fake. He'd never been in those positions with Jennifer. But they looked real, professional, damaging. "These are fabricated," he said firmly. "Someone is trying to destroy us both." "Who would do that?" Marcus looked at the board. "My wife?" The room went silent. "Victoria has been sabotaging Jennifer from the beginning. She orchestrated this." "Can you prove it?" "I will." Marcus left the meeting and went to find Jennifer. She was in her office, packing her things. "I'm leaving," she said without looking up. "This scandal will ruin your company. It's better if I go." "You're not going anywhere. This isn't your fault." "It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Look what's happening. My mother is recovering from surgery and now she has to see these lies about me." "Jennifer, I should never have come here. My mother was right. Rich men don't give without expecting something." The accusation stung. "You think I did this for something in return?" "I don't know what to think anymore." Before Marcus could respond, Victoria appeared in the doorway with reporters and cameras. "Here she is. The woman destroying my marriage." Cameras flashed as Victoria pointed at Jennifer dramatically. "This is the woman who seduced my husband, who destroyed my marriage for money." Jennifer stood frozen, unable to speak. Marcus stepped between them. "Victoria, stop this. You know these photos are fake." "Fake." Victoria laughed for the cameras. "Everyone can see the truth. You gave her money, promoted her instantly, spent private time with her, because she's an exceptional employee, who just happened to be young and desperate. How convenient." The reporters ate it up, scribbling notes and recording everything. Jennifer finally found her voice. "I never touched your husband. I came here for honest work, nothing more." "Liar." Victoria lunged forward. Security held her back. "You're a scheming gold digger." Marcus grabbed Victoria's arm. "Enough. Reporters, leave now or I'll have you removed from the property." After security cleared everyone out, Marcus turned to Victoria. "I know you faked those photos. I'm filing for divorce." Victoria's mask dropped, replaced by cold calculation. "Try it. I'll take everything, your company, your reputation, your money. By the time I'm done, you'll have nothing." She stormed out. Jennifer looked at Marcus with tears streaming. "I'm so sorry. This is all my fault." "No, this is Victoria's doing." "But Jennifer, I need to ask you something important." He paused. "Have I ever made you uncomfortable? Ever made you feel pressured?" "Never, sir. You've only been kind." "Good. Because despite what Victoria claims, my feelings toward you have always been professional and respectful." But even as he said it, Marcus knew it was becoming a lie. The scandal dominated Lagos news for days. Jennifer couldn't leave her house without being harassed. Her mother, recovering at home, saw everything on TV. My daughter, come sit with me. Jennifer sat, exhausted. Mama, I'm so sorry for bringing this shame. Hush. You did nothing wrong, but I'm worried. This man, Mr. Davidson, what are his intentions? He has no intentions, Mama. He's married. A marriage that's clearly broken. And the way the news describes his defense of you. Jennifer's mother took her hand. Be careful. When powerful men and vulnerable women mix, someone always gets hurt. Jennifer returned to work the next day, determined to prove herself through work, not drama. But the office was different now. Some people supported her. Others believed Victoria's lies. One morning, she found an envelope on her desk. Inside was a letter. I know the truth about Victoria. I have proof she faked the photos. Meet me tonight at the restaurant on Victoria Island if you want justice. It was unsigned. Jennifer showed Marcus. This could be a trap, he warned. Or it could be our only chance to clear both our names. I'm not letting you go alone. That evening, they arrived at the restaurant together. A woman sat in the corner, Marcus's former secretary, Helen, who'd been fired by Victoria months ago. Thank you for coming, Helen said nervously. I have evidence. Victoria hired someone to create those fake photos. She bragged about it to me before she fired me. I recorded the conversation. She pulled out her phone and played it. Victoria's voice was clear. I don't care if the photos are fake. They look real enough to destroy her. Marcus listened to the recording twice. Why are you helping us? Helen looked down. Because Victoria destroyed my career over nothing. She accused me of stealing when I questioned her treatment of staff. I lost everything. If this recording can stop her from hurting someone else, it's worth it. Marcus took the phone. This is enough to prove the photos were fabricated. Jennifer, we can clear your name. What about your marriage? Jennifer asked quietly. My marriage has been over for years. Victoria and I have lived separate lives. This just makes it official. Helen left after giving them copies of the recording. Marcus and Jennifer sat in silence. I need to ask you something, Marcus said carefully. And I need complete honesty. Do you feel pressured by me in any way? Because of the job, the money for your mother? No, you've been nothing but respectful and kind. Good. Because Victoria's accusations made me examine my own behavior, and I realized. He stopped. What? Jennifer asked. That I've developed feelings for you. Nothing inappropriate. Just respect that's becoming something more. And I needed you to know, so you can tell me if that makes you uncomfortable. Jennifer was quiet. Then, it doesn't make me uncomfortable, because I feel the same way. They looked at each other across the table. We can't act on this, Marcus said firmly. Not until my divorce is final. Not until there's no question of impropriety. I understand. And even then, the power imbalance, I'm your employer, then I'll find another job, Jennifer said. When the time is right, Marcus smiled. You're remarkable. You know that. I'm just a girl trying to save her mother. You're so much more than that. We're past halfway. Don't miss what happens next. Hit subscribe. Should they wait or is their connection worth the risk? Comment your thoughts. The next morning, Marcus released Helen's recording to the press along with a statement announcing his separation from Victoria and plans to divorce. The media frenzy shifted. Now Victoria was the villain. She held her own press conference, playing the victim. I was desperate. My husband was having an affair. I made a mistake, but public opinion had turned. The evidence was too clear. Within days, divorce proceedings began. Victoria hired the most aggressive lawyer in Lagos, determined to take everything. Marcus's lawyer warned him, she's going for the company, the houses, investments, everything. Let her try. I have something she doesn't. What? The truth. Jennifer tried to maintain distance, focusing on work. But the connection between her and Marcus grew stronger daily. Small moments, a shared coffee, a meeting where their hands accidentally touched, looks that lasted too long. One evening, Jennifer's mother called her to the hospital for a follow-up appointment. The doctor had concerning news. The cancer is in remission, but there has been damage to your mother's heart from the treatment. She'll need medication for life. Expensive medication. Jennifer felt her hope crumble. How expensive? About 50,000 naira monthly. She'd barely recovered from the surgery cost. Now this. Marcus found her crying in the parking lot later. What's wrong? She explained about her mother's condition. I help. No, you've done enough. I can't keep taking from you. Then let me give you a raise. A real one. based on merit. Your work on the international contract alone justifies it. People will say, I don't care what people say anymore. Do you? Jennifer looked at him. No, I don't. 3 months passed. The divorce proceedings were brutal. Victoria's lawyer attacked everything: Marcus's character, his business decisions, his relationship with Jennifer. You started an affair with an employee while married, Victoria's lawyer shouted in court. Marcus's lawyer countered, my client's relationship with Miss Okafor began only after separation, and has remained professional and appropriate throughout. Jennifer was called to testify. Miss Okafor, did Mr. Davidson ever make unwanted advances? Never. Did he ever suggest the money for your mother's surgery came with expectations? Never. He gave freely, with no strings attached. And your relationship now? Jennifer chose her words carefully. We are friends and colleagues. Nothing more, while his divorce is pending. It was true, they'd maintained strict boundaries, despite their feelings. Victoria watched from across the courtroom with pure hatred. After the hearing, she approached Jennifer in the hallway. You think you've won? You've destroyed my marriage, taken my husband. I did nothing, Jennifer said firmly. Your marriage destroyed itself. Your lies and manipulation did this, not me. He'll tire of you. Once the novelty wears off, he'll see you for what you really are, a poor girl who got lucky. Maybe. But at least I know I earned everything I have through honest work. Can you say the same? Victoria raised her hand to slap her. But Marcus appeared, catching her wrist. Don't. You've done enough damage. The judge's ruling came 2 weeks later, divorce granted. Victoria received a settlement, but far less than she wanted. Marcus kept his company and most assets. He was finally free. That evening, he went to Jennifer's modest apartment. It's done. I'm divorced. I know. I saw the news. Jennifer, I know we agreed to wait, but she stepped forward and kissed him, cutting off his words. Marcus pulled back gently from the kiss. Wait. We need to do this right. Jennifer looked confused. What do you mean? I mean courtship, properly. I want to meet your mother officially, ask her blessing. I want to court you with respect, not rush into something that people can criticize. Jennifer smiled, tears in her eyes. You want to court me, a poor girl from the streets? I want to court Jennifer Okafor, the brilliant woman who worked harder than anyone I've ever met. The woman who saved her mother through determination. The woman who taught me what real integrity looks like. The next week, Marcus visited Jennifer's small apartment where her mother now lived. He wore simple clothes, not his usual expensive suits. Mama, thank you for seeing me, Marcus said respectfully. Jennifer's mother studied him carefully. You're the man who caused all that trouble for my daughter. Yes, ma'am, and I'm deeply sorry. But I'd like your permission to court her properly. Why should I trust you? You're rich, powerful. My Jennifer is simple. Your Jennifer is extraordinary. And I promise to treat her with the respect and honor she deserves. Jennifer's mother was quiet for a long time. Then, my daughter has been through enough pain. If you hurt her, rich or not, you'll answer to me. I understand, ma'am. Then you have my blessing. But prove yourself worthy through actions, not words. Marcus left feeling like he'd just passed the hardest test of his life. Meanwhile, Victoria wasn't done. Broke and bitter after the divorce, she plotted one final revenge. Victoria contacted a journalist known for vicious exposés. I have a story for you. Marcus Davidson built his fortune through illegal deals and exploitation. I have documents. The documents were fake, but convincing. The journalist published the story, and Marcus's company faced investigation. Stock prices dropped. Investors panicked. This is Victoria's final revenge, Marcus told Jennifer. She's trying to destroy everything. What can we do? Fight with truth. I've kept clean records for years. The investigation will prove my innocence, but it will take time. Jennifer watched Marcus handle the crisis with grace and integrity. While others panicked, he remained calm, cooperating fully with investigators. Sir, the board wants you to step down temporarily, his assistant reported, until the investigation clears. I understand. That evening, Jennifer found Marcus in his office staring at the city below. You're losing everything because of me. If we'd never met, then I'd still be in a loveless marriage, surrounded by fake people. Jennifer, you showed me what matters. Not money or status, but character and love. But your company will survive or it won't. Either way, I have something more valuable now. I have you. Jennifer hugged him, and for the first time in months, Marcus felt peace. The investigation took 3 weeks. Finally, the results came. Marcus was completely cleared. Victoria's documents were proven false. She was charged with fraud and defamation. Marcus's company recovered. His reputation, damaged but not destroyed, slowly rebuilt. Through it all, Jennifer stood beside him, proving she loved him for who he was, not what he had. 6 months later, Jennifer had been promoted to Senior Marketing Director. She'd earned it through exceptional work, not favoritism. Her mother's health was stable, the expensive medication covered by Jennifer's new salary. Victoria was serving time for fraud, her bitterness having led to her complete downfall. One evening, Marcus took Jennifer to a fancy restaurant in Victoria Island. "I have something to ask you." He knelt down, pulling out a ring. "Jennifer Okofor, you came into my life asking for a chance to walk. You gave me something far greater. You showed me what love, integrity, and real strength look like. Will you marry me?" Jennifer cried, nodding. "Yes, yes, of course." The engagement made news, but this time, the coverage was positive. The story of the poor girl who won the billionaire's heart through character, not manipulation, captured hearts across Nigeria. But not everyone was happy. Marcus's mother, a proud society woman, objected. "Son, she's not from our class. What will people say? They'll say I'm lucky to have found someone real in a world of fakeness. But her background is one of hard work and sacrifice. She's more worthy than anyone I've ever met." His mother eventually came around after meeting Jennifer and seeing her genuine nature. Jennifer's mother, however, had concerns. "My daughter, are you sure about this? His world is so different from ours. Mama, I love him, and he respects me. That's what matters. Then you have my blessing." The wedding was planned for 3 months later. But first, Marcus had one more surprise. Marcus presented Jennifer with documents. "What's this?" she asked. "A foundation, in your mother's name, to help poor families afford medical treatment for cancer. You run it." Jennifer couldn't speak through her tears. "You're giving me a foundation. You understand what it's like to be desperate for help. Who better to run it than someone who's lived it?" Jennifer threw her arms around him. Thank you so much." The foundation launched 2 months before their wedding. The response was overwhelming. Hundreds of families applied for help. Jennifer worked tirelessly, ensuring every case was reviewed fairly. She never forgot where she came from. One day, a young woman arrived at the foundation office, poor, desperate, asking for help for her sick father. "Please," the girl begged. "I've applied everywhere. No one will help." Jennifer saw herself in this girl. "Tell me your story." The girl explained her father's illness, her inability to pay, her desperation. Jennifer approved the funding on the spot. "But I can't pay you back," the girl cried. "You don't have to. Just promise me something. When you're able, help someone else the way you've been helped today." The girl left crying with gratitude. Marcus watched from the doorway, more in love with Jennifer than ever. "You're changing lives. I'm paying forward what you did for me." Their wedding day arrived. It was simple but beautiful, held at a church in Jennifer's old neighborhood. Rich and poor attended together. Jennifer wore a modest but elegant dress. Marcus wore traditional African attire, honoring Jennifer's heritage. As they exchanged vows, Jennifer remembered the desperate girl who'd slapped by security guards, begging for a chance. 1 year after the wedding, Jennifer stood in the foundation office, now expanded to 3 locations across Lagos. Her mother, healthy and active, volunteered there twice a week. Marcus's company had fully recovered and was more successful than ever. More importantly, he and Jennifer had built something beautiful together, a marriage based on respect, equality, and genuine love. One afternoon, Victoria was released from prison. She'd served her time and emerged bitter but broken. She showed up at the foundation office. Jennifer's assistant was about to call security, but Jennifer stopped her. "Let her in." Victoria walked in, looking smaller somehow, less threatening. "I don't know why I came here," Victoria said. "Maybe to apologize. Maybe to see what I lost." "You didn't lose Marcus to me," Jennifer said gently. "You lost him through your own choices. The lies, the manipulation, the cruelty. I know. Prison gave me time to think. I destroyed everything good in my life. It's not too late to change, to become someone better." Jennifer handed her an application. "We are hiring. If you want honest work and a chance to rebuild." Victoria stared at the paper, tears forming. "You'd help me, after everything. Everyone deserves a second chance." I learned that from Marcus. Victoria left without taking the application, but something in her expression had shifted. Maybe she'd return, maybe she wouldn't. Either way, Jennifer had offered grace. That evening, Marcus found Jennifer on their balcony overlooking Lagos. "What are you thinking about?" "About the day I walked into your building, desperate and afraid. I thought I was just asking for a job, and instead..." Marcus wrapped his arms around her. "Instead, I found everything. Purpose, love, family. I found home." They stood together watching the city lights, two people from different worlds who'd found each other through hardship and emerged stronger together. The story would be told for years, the poor girl and the billionaire. But those who knew them understood it was never about money or status. It was about character, integrity, and the transformative power of genuine love. Thank you for following Jennifer and Marcus's journey. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe for more powerful tales. What lesson resonated most with you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this with someone who needs hope that good character triumphs. Remember, your circumstances don't define you, your choices do.